Welcome back to Mustang Amanda, back on the tool floor from SEMA 2024 and sharing two different tool companies with you today, Bad Dog Tools and Tite Reach Tools. Hope you guys enjoy. Hi everyone, I'm here with Dan from Bad Dog Tools.
So this is called our Bad Dog Biter. We patented this tool over 20 years ago. Everybody's used to nibblers, but a lot of times they can be very one-dimensional because if you have to make a circular cut with a nibbler, oftentimes it's going to be hooked up to your compressor. You're going to have that tail dragging it in the car. It gets difficult. You have to make a circular cut. You turn the whole tool. We patented the steerability with your fingers about 20 years ago. So now you can enter your stop, steer with your fingers to make that circular cut. Not just for your thin body work, up to 26 gauge isn't going to peen over the edge, but when you get over 20 gauge, 18, all the way up to 14 gauge mild steel, I like to lay off into my corded drill, and that's going to give you a little bit cleaner of a cut because it doesn't engage the impact. Now you can use that to match your pipe for exhaust work. Custom set of headers is going to give you a nice clean cut, and it's going to deburr as it does cut. Up to 1/8 inch on plastics, laminates, Lexan for windshields without melting or gumming your material. At Bad Dog Tools, we guarantee all our tools for life. So if the cutting pin ever does slow down in there, get it back to us so we can replace it for life.
Awesome. And you're just moving that with your finger, huh, to move the position around?
That's correct. So this is the only nibbler on the market that has the ability to be steered with your fingers as opposed to moving the entire tool. The pass-through cutting pin is another a patent of ours as well, something that we secured over 20 years ago, but we've updated within the last 7 years as well. That's our Bad Dog Biter here at SEMA 2024.
That's awesome, Dan. Thank you so much for showing that today. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Taylor from Tite Reach, who's going to show us one of his awesome flexible extension clamps. Go ahead and demo that for us.
Hey Amanda, so you kind of know our extension clamps probably from last year. They're just like a straight style extension clamp that you control the front jaw with this back knurled wheel. So anyway, basically what we did is we combined this concept with like a claw retrieval tool that's flexible. So we have two different versions here. This one doesn't have any memory to it. It's a non-obedient version. But basically what happens here is you control those front jaws with that rear plunger, just like a claw retrieval tool. I'll show you a quick demo on our one that has memory, so this keeps its form yet. So what we're gonna do is bring it into this demo right here. So instead of being in a straight line, we can get it around a corner now, just like that. So basically it gives you that 90-degree access in a curved area, unlike our previous versions.
There's so many tight areas that you see that he went through in 90 degrees up to get that bolt right in there so that you can attach the nut to lock it into place. Very, very cool. So how you might know these guys is from their extension wrench. This is what we purchased last year and it's come in so handy. So they're gonna go ahead and demo it for you right now.
So basically those areas where you don't have a whole lot of more or less room to move your ratchet, it kind of gives you a different workspace. So more or less it extends, let's see here, extends the reach of your ratchet into tight areas. So they're chain driven. We got a couple different models. We have a 3/8, a 1/4 and a 1/2 inch. And the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch, I'll show you over here quick on this demo, they're actually impact rated. So instead of putting a ratchet on the end, in those areas where you can't fit your impact, you put your impact on the end. And as you can see, it just basically brings your impact into those tighter areas. I'm gonna quick show you a socket here, or a socket set here that we actually have custom made for these. So typically when you purchase these, you're gonna get this adapter. This adapter is gonna work with your socket set. So this is like the sockets that you'd be using. So we built the adapter into the actual socket, so it creates a lot lower profile. And they're also magnetic too. So it keeps everything held in place. So we have a 1/4 inch and a 3/8 version of that. The unique thing that we're actually coming out with here soon is a ratchet for those sockets that we've had out for a while. So it's kind of like a pass-through concept in a way. So more or less, instead of the pass-through, you have that magnet on there though. And your square drive, where it usually would sit outside the tool, it sits inside the tool, not wasting any space. So more or less, you just create a lot slimmer profile. That's kind of a pretty good overview of our line of tools, but yeah, they all kind of work together in a way.
So working on my Mustang, I've ran into so many issues getting into really tight places, These definitely save time and they work so quick and easy. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thanks for
I
stopping
really